In high school computer lab I would always quickly turn off my monitor when my teacher would come around the corner and go oh shit, and he would make me turn it back on to see what I was doing, and it would always just be the spreadsheet or whatever it was I was working on, and he would demand to know what I was doing that I had to hide. This went on for weeks, and then one day while at the computer I see out of my peripherals this little Asian man, my teacher, slowly sneaking up beside my desk on his hands and knees trying to get a look at my screen. All I could see was the top of his head. As I'm saying goodbye to someone I like to say dick hair. If you say it fast enough it sounds like take care. People usually pause for a split second and kind of get that look on their face like, did I just hear him say dick hair? It's great. My mom was doing the toothpaste tube roll up thing and was amazed at how long the tube was lasting. What she didn't know was that my dad was constantly squeezing more toothpaste into it just to fuck with her. They are in their 70s. I like to make small spelling mistakes in my sentences. When someone is a close talker, I like to take small steps backwards to see how far across the room I can get them to walk. I plugged a wireless mouse into my coworker's computer. Once in a while, I'd give it a little wiggle from a few cubes away. He is sure management is watching his screen. I hand them random objects, then walk away. If you do it right, people will take almost anything you hand them. Not super subtle, but a guy told me I looked really familiar and asked if we met before. Hey, you look familiar. Have we met or something? Nope. Weird. You look really familiar. Odd. Do you watch a lot of porn? The look on his face was fucking priceless. I like to think that now whenever he watches porn, he's looking for me. To make it funnier, I'm a dude. I've been slowly increasing the mouse sensitivity on both of my roommates' computers. In 2 weeks I'm going to put them back to the default and pretend like mine is slow too. I'm interested to see the conclusion that they will come to. Every now and again I use RN instead of M. When you're talking to someone, instead of looking at their face, look at their ear. When meeting people for the first time, I say nice seeing you again. Sometimes they'll go along with it so they don't appear rude for not remembering me. Other times they respond, yeah nice see. Wait, what? Rotate my friend's TV a little to the left each time I visit. I work at Starbucks and get stuck in the drive-thru answering a lot. I like to see how many times I can fit yummy into a conversation. My most is 6. My wife used to play a couple of computer puzzle games, Windows 95 vintage, and was quite proud of beating my high scores. What she didn't realize was the high score table was a plain text file in the directory, so every time she beat my score, I edited the file to put myself on top again. She would play for days trying to top me. Lol. Edit. I don't think I ever told her directly, and frankly I ain't gonna mention it now, but if I remember correctly, I screwed up editing the table once by not moving down all the scores, and she noticed the anomaly and got suspicious. When someone is talking to you, stop the mid-sentence and say, have you been crying? I like to walk at the same speed as total strangers. One time in college I was walking home across campus after a night of drinking. This guy walking behind me eventually caught up to me and started to pass, but instead of letting him pass, I sped up to keep pace. We walked next to each other without saying a word for the next 2 minutes. He then started slowing down, so I started slowing down. Then he sped up, so I sped up. Then he finally turns to me and says, are you fucking with me? I burst out laughing and said yes and let him walk the rest of the way home without me.